wide for Tallow, and they're racking up. They have a light breeze blowing towards the road goal here in Fraher Field this evening. Wherever you're watching, television, laptop, phone or tablet, we hope you enjoy our coverage this evening. Out to Stephen Lynch. There's a sharp ball over to Owen Connors. He has space now. Connors trying to get that back under control over on the far side of the pitch, but tenacious defending coming in there by Kenneth Carney, operated full forward during that. It's more natural environment of cornerback. Of course, David Father O'Brien, a late injury victim for Tallow during the warm-up. They were trying to nurse him back to full fitness, but to no avail. He got 2 points last week against Ballygunner. The evergreen David O'Brien, but this is their joint captain, Sean O'Sullivan. Inside towards Tommy Daley. Good pass out towards Beecher. He's on fire so far, Beecher, but Noel Connors gets in a block. How many times have you seen that from club and county over the years from Noel Connors? Bob McCarthy takes one short, looking for Darren Mulcahy, but there too is Kieran O'Neill. He started brightly for the passage men into Tommy Ryan. Tommy Ryan wins another free for Tallow. A wild pull according to Thomas Welch. And it's going to be another chance for Ryan Gray to make amends for that last miss. Tallow scores so far 2 for Ian Beecher, 1 for Tommy Ryan. And Gray makes no mistake on this occasion. His first of the evening. Back to a 4-point game, 1-5 for 4 points for Tallow. Closing in on the first water break, 1 in each half, of course, under the new COVID-19 restrictions. Bob McCarthy now for Tallow. They try to get a foothold in this game. Got off to a disastrous start. They were 5 points down after just 2 minutes. An early goal from Liam Flynn. This is Gary Connell, Sean's son, of course. Little Rock, he's known. The Rock man the square for many years for Waterford. Here's Owen Riley looking to add to his tally. Umpire takes a good look at that. That's gone left, gone wide from Owen Riley. Burst on the scene last year with a goal against Ballyduff in the early stages of the championship.
There is no smoking in the stands of the Fraher Field. Thank you.
The referee Thomas Welch has called it back for a free, and Mikey Cummins is going to take this for passage. 2 already to his credit, both from play. And Connors was accurate before. This is Mikey Cummins, and the white flag goes up for Mikey Cummins. Passage back out to a 5-point lead. As Thomas Tyler Welch calls the 2 teams in for the first water break of the evening. Passage with a cushion of a 5-point lead at the moment. Of course, just a recap on the results from the second round of the County Senior Hurling Championship. Lismore 222, 4 Mile Water 20 points, 217 for Maurice Shanahan. Abbeyside 223, Ballysagart 1-6, 1-9 for Michael Kiley, 1-2 for Mark Falcone, and 4 points for Neil Montgomery. Big win as well for Rowan Moore in Welsh Park earlier. Rowan Moore 4-16, Clonea 2-9, Billy Nolan with 1-7. Owen Madigan, Emmett O'Toole and Shane Nolan also with green flags for the Sky Blues, who finished with 13 men in that particular game. So Abbeyside, De La Salle, Mount Sion and Rowan Moore ready to shoot for the quarterfinals. Passage no, a win will guarantee their passage, if you like, into the latter stages of this year's championship. And they've a 5-point lead. That goal from Liam Flynn after just 14 seconds. Mikey Cummins adding 2 quick points. And they were out to a 5-point lead early on, and they've maintained that ever since. Lost out to Ballygunner in last year's quarter-final. Of course, county champions back in 2013, a day they'll never forget. Peter Queally brought them to the promised land. Runners up in 16, they've been made the knockout stages for the last 7 years. Tallow 4-time champions. Runners up most recently in 2011 and 2015, beaten on both occasions by Ballygunner. They need a result here, a draw or a win, to keep their hopes alive. So the 2 teams break away. after about a 2-minute water break allowed there by Thomas Welch. Of course, Thomas Welch from Daley took charge of a cracking All-Ireland Intermediate Club final in Croke Park in January between Tullarowan and Fraher O'Neill's. Really moving up the ladder in terms of refereeing. So the game will resume. With Tallow, joint captain and goalkeeper, Sean O'Sullivan. Into the middle of the field to Ian Beecher. He's been a real eye catcher so far for Tallow. Can he get his third point of the game? Yes, he can. Eddie Lynch looked up at that. And Beecher is making a big impact on this game for the Brightsiders. 1-6-5. Short puck out from Passage. Out to Callum O'Neill on the far side. Pressurised by Tommy Daley, but to no avail. In towards Mikey Cummins, but good defending there by Mark O'Brien. Bob McCarthy in around it, so too Tommy Ryan. Pitched like a carpet here in Fairfield after a long break due to COVID-19. Tommy Ryan again looking to evade the clutches of the Passage defence, and now it's Kieran Geary on the burst for Tallow. It's whistled back, another foul on Tommy Ryan. He's attracting frees tonight, no question about that. And it's going to be another opportunity now for Ryan Gray, you'd imagine. Yellow card there for one of the Passage players. Looks like Adam Roach. Ryan Gray has already got one free to his credit, missed one as well. And he's learned from the one he missed, Ryan Gray. Only a puck of the ball between the teams now in Fairfield, 1-6-6. That goal from Liam Flynn after just 14 seconds, the difference between the two sides. Kieran Geary for Tallow to Bob McCarthy. Come on, Bob, say the Tallow supporters, those who've got their hands on the golden tickets to Fairfield this evening. Out to Ian Beecher. Beecher back to Tommy Ryan. From the 65, Tommy Ryan. Has he got his eye in? Oh, just left and just wide from Tommy Ryan. He's getting on plenty of ball, drifting off Noel Connors. Making his presence felt here, and Tallow need him. They need a result to stay in this year's championship. High ball dropping down. McGrath's really settled in there, corner back for Tallow. Back to Ian Beecher. Lines cleared there by Jake Beecher. Two sets of Beecher brothers involved with Tallow. Jake and Dean and Ian and Robbie. And this is Darragh Lynch, one of the twins, Darragh and Stephen Lynch, of course. Noel Connors clears it up from Passage. Certainly Tallow coming to terms with the Passage attack, you'd have to say. Kieran Geary, now Ryan Gray opens up those big shoulders. Ryan Gray, they have the aid of the breeze, and Ryan Gray puts it to good effect. He's got two on the bounce. Back to a 2-point game here in Fairfield, 1-6-7. And Tallow growing in confidence here. They've cut Passage's lead from 5-2, and Owen McGrath again is in front and wins the free. He'll take great encouragement from that. Gives Stephen Lynch a little bit of redemption. Mark O'Brien gets involved. There's a high challenge there on Stephen Lynch, and I think Thomas Welch is going to take action here. And I think Tallow might lose the free, and they have. It's going to be a throw ball. There's a good discipline there from Tallow, and Noel Connors now wins the free off his opposite number, Mark O'Brien. They are inter-county teammates once upon a time. It's going to be a yellow card for Mark O'Brien. So Tallow, they won that free through on McGrath, but overturned by Thomas Welch, and now Noel Connors has won a free, and Mikey Cummins is going to stand over it. Mikey Cummins, 3 already. Make that 4. 2 frees and 2 free play for Mikey Cummins. An impressive debut so far. Yet again, that Liam Flynn goal splits the two teams here. Mark O'Brien goes long, got the yellow card. He's looking to make amends with a point here, and he has. Oh, emulating Ian Beecher from long distance. Mark O'Brien, a rare point for him. 2-point game in Fairfield. Passage looking for Liam Flynn inside, the big man, and he has it, takes it off his right, shortens the grip, sends it over the bar. 1-1 for Liam Flynn. He's making a big impression at full forward. You have to say the long ball tactic working for Passage. And indeed that full forward line very prolific so far. 1-6 of Passage's 1-8 so far has come from that inside line. 1-1 for Liam Flynn, 4 points Mikey Cummins and a point for Owen Riley. Owen Connors and Paddy Flynn also on the score sheet for them. For Tallow, Ian Beecher 3 from play. Ryan Gray also has 3, 2 frees and 1 from play. Mark O'Brien and Tommy Ryan also on target from play for the Brightsiders. A goal the difference as Sean O'Sullivan resumes play. Kieran Geary under that ball. Can't make the most out of it, however, and there is Gary Cunnan, or Little Rock as he's known, down passageway out to Owen Connors. What a hero he has been down the years. Again, long ball inside into full forward line. They're making hay when the sun shines here in Fairfield. Another chance for Passages. Liam Flynn again. Can't find Owen Riley, and Jordan Henley intercepts for Tallow, but kicks it out. Calls for a free out. Wasn't given. And Mikey Cummins capitalises on that as Jordan Henley stays down for Tallow. Back out to a 4-point lead. And 3 of the last 4 points coming from Passage Patch after that water break, with those points from 2 from Ryan Gray and 1 from Ian Beecher, but Passage have found an answer here. And they're coming away with possession again, Passages. Stephen Lynch, twin border to fullback Dara. Offloads it there to Owen Connors, takes his first time without looking at the target, and maybe he might have been better advised to lay it off to one of his teammates. That's gone wide. Cousin, of course, to Noel and to Tommy Connors. Jordan Henley looking for the puck out, and he gets it. Trying to make inroads here out to Mark O'Brien. He's got 1 point so far. Out to Tommy Daley, working it through the lines from Tallow, and it hasn't reaped the rewards on this occasion from Tommy Daley. Super sub in a playoff victory against Ballydufupper in extra time. Tommy Daley, can he perform some heroics this evening? Crossfield ball by Ian Beecher just over the head of Tommy Ryan, but bursting onto the ball now is Kieran Geary, leaves it behind him though. Owen Connors now for Passage. Drilling a low ball into Liam Flynn. Liam Flynn out to Owen Riley here. Oh, well blocked down though by Jake Beecher there for Tallow. And a free out now for Tallow on that far side of the pitch. To relieve the danger as the evening brightens up here in Fairfield. It's going to be Jordan Henley to take it. Drilling it in towards Ryan Gray, trying to shrug off his marker there. It evades Noel Connors. Onto it is Tommy Ryan. Chance for Tommy Ryan. Point for Tommy Ryan. 2 for Tommy Ryan. Got 2 a goal, 199 points. Tommy Ryan still nursing a bit of an injury here. But he's going to try and run it off, Tommy Ryan. 2 from play so far. 4 goals against Passage in 2009 when they defeated them 5-13 to 119. how dearly they'd love a couple of green flags from the man with the yellow helmet this evening. It's out to Ian Beecher. Himself and Mikey Cummins, two players to really catch the eye so far. Out to Tommy Ryan. Pressurised by Owen Connors and Noel Connors. This will be some point from here. It is a sensational point by Tommy Ryan. Back to his best this evening, even though he's carrying an injury. Fending off Owen Connors and Noel Connors. 3 from play from Tommy Ryan. With a game in our hands here in Farfield, 29 minutes gone. We'll have a couple of minutes of stoppage time, of course. Only a free now for Tallow. Another chance now for Ryan Gray. Three points already to his credit, so to Ian Beecher and Tommy Ryan. Has he pulled it? Oh, he has. He has. So Ryan Gray pulls it wide. We have 3 minutes left in this half. Passage by 2. Kieran Geary in for Tommy Ryan. And he didn't even look at the post on that occasion, right from centre field, Tommy Ryan, and it's gone astray. 9 wides now for Tallow. Will do. Rudem come full-time whistle here. Goes up into the passage tag again as Stephen Lynch created that early goal for Liam Flynn, like darting through the centre of the Tallow defence. He's making progress here. Lynch looking for support. Owen Riley. Chance here for passage, but gone left and gone wide. From the stick of Adam Roach to half back. They're 5th wide. Stephen Lynch is down. He's going to need some attention in the corner after making that run. And Thomas Welch is going to consult with his umpires, see if there's anything amiss. And he's going to call over Liam Flynn, the goal scorer, 1-1 to his credit so far. And the man in the red helmet receives a yellow card from Thomas Welch. Still attention for Stephen Lynch in the corner. Thomas Welch is going to wait until he's back up on his feet to resume the action. So Passage hoping to join Abbeyside, De La Salle, Mount Sion and Rowan Moore in the last 8. They've been regular visitors to that stage of the championship in the past decade. Here comes Ryan Gray now for Tallow. Is he dragged to the ground? Advantage, says the referee, and Ryan Gray takes full advantage. His 4 point, 1 point game in Farfield. 2 frees and 2 from play for number 23, Ryan Gray. We have a couple of more minutes of action here in Farfield for the half-time whistle. This is the debutant for Passage, that's Paddy Flynn. Back to Jamie Burke, intercepted there by Kieran Geary, into Bob McCarthy. Bob McCarthy back to Ian Beecher. What a start he made to this game, Beecher, one of the scorers of the championship from inside his own half. Here's Noel Connors though, into Owen Riley. Owen Riley has Kenneth Carney for company, and Carney makes an use of himself, and Tommy Ryan is there to help. Both sets of players trying to get that ball under control. So for some tip-top condition, it must be said. Could have trolled the ground staff here. Breaks favourably here for Owen Connors. And Owen Connors sends it over the bar, like he has done so often for Passage over the years. 110 to 11 points. And Thomas Welch blows the half-time whistle. It's a 2-point gap for the Passage men at half-time. They got that early goal from Liam Flynn. Mikey Cummins has contributed 5 points of their total on his debut. Paddy Flynn also on the mark for them. For Tallow, Ryan Gray with 4 points, Ian Beecher and Tommy Ryan with 3 apiece, and Mark O'Brien with a point from play. Half-time score here in Fairfield: Passage 110, Tallow 11 points. Join us very shortly for all the action from the second half. Good to go. Welcome back. Apologies for the technical difficulties throughout this second half, but it's Passage who are leading here now by 7 points, 117 to 13 points. With 7 minutes to play, the sun splash at Fairfield, and really Passage have taken a firm grip of this game since the break. They've limited Tallow just 2 points in this second half, and Passage have got 7 of their own. Mikey Cummins leading the way so far with 8 points to his credit. Owen Connors, Owen Riley, Killian Fitzgerald and Liam Flynn also on target in the second half for Michael Welch's side. They have 1 foot in the last 8 in the county quarterfinals, where they've been for so many years. Tommy Ryan so influential in the second half. Callum O'Neill has moved on to him, and that's quenched his impact on the game. Ryan Gray got a point for them on 40 minutes, and Ian Beecher got his 4th of the night on 51 minutes, set up by Owen McGrath, and Beecher struck it over the bar from 65 metres out, his 4th of the night. But the last 2 points have come to Passage. Killian Fitzgerald on as a second half sub with a point on 52, and Ian Flynn added a point as well. 1-2 for the towering full forward as we head into closing stages here in Fairfield. 6 minutes of normal time left. We've had our second water break of the evening, but Passage defence watertight really in this second period. And it comes now to Mikey Cummins. What a debut he's had for Michael Welch's men. The sun in the eyes there of Sean O'Sullivan, but he plucks it out of the air and gives it out to Darragh Mulcahy. Mulcahy in the corner to Ryan, but O'Neill has been on his back throughout this second half. Ryan trying to get away from O'Neill. 3 points in the first half, 1 in the second for Ryan, but he manages to pick out Kieran Geary here, crossfield ball, and Geary taps it over the bar. Point back for Tallow, only their 3rd of this second half. 6 points between them, 117 for Passage, 14 points for Tallow. Sent over to that far side of the pitch, into the inside minutes. John Whitty, he's also on as a sub for Passage, one of their county winners in 2013. Tight angle, what a score by John Whitty. We've seen Killian Fitzgerald come off the bench and score a point, and John Whitty has done likewise. Back to a 7-point game for Passage. Out to Ian Beecher. Certainly in contention man of the match here. This guy has a bright future, and just dragged to the ground unceremoniously there by Kieran O'Neill, who was also a point scorer from distance for Passage in the second half, but he's going to get a yellow card here. He's really been hard to contain Ian Beecher throughout this game. 4 points in play. Ryan Gray steps up for Tallow. Makes no mistake. 6 points for Ryan Gray tonight. 6 between the sides. 4 minutes of normal time to play. We wait and see what Thomas Tyler Welch will add on. Plenty of activity on the sideline. It looks like Mike Hutchinson and Conor Drohan are going to enter the fray for Passage. Making way. Stephen Lynch is going to be one of them anyway. Ian Flynn, the other man to make way. 1-2 for the full forward. He's done very well. And Shane Feeney is on for Tallow. And Tommy Ryan is going to come off for them. He was carrying an injury. He got a bang on the leg in the first half. Tried to carry on manfully. They also had Callum O'Neill to deal with as well. So Shane Feeney on for Tommy Ryan. Only a free in. Tallow aren't going to give up easily. So Ryan Gray with a chance. He's going to tip away at the points here, Tallow. Ryan Gray's got 6 of them this evening. Oh, and Ryan Gray has pulled up there in the act of shooting a point for them. It's a white flag for Gray. But is that going to be the end of his involvement? No, he's got back up to his feet. Eddie Lynch, the captain, resumes for Passage into the full forward line. Passage with a breeze in their favour. A tonic start through Liam Flynn after 14 seconds or so. Mikey Cummins, 8 already. Cummins off his rise, but that's gone wide. 10 wide for Passage, 10 for Tallow as well. Passage on the brink of the quarter-finals. Tallow on the brink of an early exit from this year's County Senior Hurling Championship. Crossfield ball by Gray into Shane Feeney. Can't miss him in the blue shorts. Jordan Henley coming in too, but across comes Molly Connors. One-handed out by Connors, out to Kieran O'Neill. Jamie Burke out to O'Neill again. Out to Darragh Lynch. Crossfield ball to Killian Fitzgerald. Got a point earlier on in the half. Get away from Darragh Mulcahy, but Mulcahy stuck to his task. Sideline ball to Passage. 3 added minutes. Says PRO Taylor Murray on the PA this evening. So 4 minutes for Tallow to try and save their season, if you like. And down to Ballygunner last week, 222 to 9 points. 5 adrift here. Cummins has it for Passage. Tallow trying to work it out. Jake Beecher. To Kieran Geary. Pressure on more from the Passage men. And then Mulcahy over to the spare man over here. He's all the time in the world here, Robbie Geary. What's he going to do? Go for goal or tap it over? He's going for goal. Oh, big shoulder coming in. Big challenge from Owen Connors. Out to Shane Feeney. He goes for a point into Jordan Henley. Moved in around the edge of the square. Can he manufacture a goal for Tallow? Kicked away there by Owen Connors. Pushing the back there by the three-time All-Star. 3 in for Tallow. Goal up point for Ryan Gray. 3 minutes left is all for Tallow. Looking to the sideline for instruction. Go higher, go low. He's got 7 already, Ryan Gray. The season's on the line here. Here comes Ryan Gray for Tallow. Low shot, deflected off Noel Connors. And out for a 65. And surely they'll lob it in around the square here. Lovely sunshine here in this bank holiday Sunday evening in Fairfield. Maybe Kieran Geary to lob this in for Tallow. Only a couple of minutes left to salvage their season. It's in around the square. It's in the mixer for Tallow. But away comes Noel Connors for Passage. Still a chance here. Jordan Henley, is he brought to the ground? Yes, he is. It is a penalty. Looks like Thomas Welch is given a free. Close range free for Tallow. Yeah, it is going to be a close range free. Jordan Henley just outside the large rectangle there. And treatment is going to be required for one of the Passage defenders there on the end line. Surely Ryan Gray go for goal again here. Passage nearly there, looking to join Abbeyside, De La Salle, Mount Sion, Rowan Moore in the quarter-finals in the race for the News and Star Trophy. Passage, of course, take on the champions, the Might of Ballygunner next weekend. They'd like to have 2 points in the bag going into that game. So 5 on the line for Passage, but they're just going to wait. Treatment here. Looks like Kieran O'Neill, the man in white helmet, on the line, but surely the game can't continue while he's still on the ground in that position. It's going to be a substitution. I think Passage are going to have to make that alteration. And the man wearing 30 is Jason Roach. Very experienced defender for them. He knows his way around Fraher Field and Welsh Park indeed in these big championship tussles for Passage over the years. And yeah, really Thomas Welch has no choice other than to stop play until Kieran O'Neill is removed safely from that area of the ground. He's in a vulnerable position there. And Jason Roach is on for Kieran O'Neill as he reached the dying embers, and he's indicating for a stretcher, I think. Yeah, he is indicating for a stretcher. So it is going to be a break in the action here. The Passage medics come in. 3 of them to cater for the stricken Kieran O'Neill on the line. Jason Roach has already taken his place. Still Passage by 5, deep into injury time, but we have a couple of minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes left for Tallow trying to salvage this. Ryan Gray has been their top scorer so far with 7 points. 4 from play for Ian Beecher. 3 from Tommy Ryan. 1 from Mark O'Brien as well. And Kieran Geary also on target in the second half. For the Bridesiders, for Passage, 8 points from Mikey Cummins on his senior debut, 1-2 for Ian Flynn, 2 points for Owen Riley. 1-12 from that full forward line, 2 points for Owen Connors. Kieran O'Neill also on target, and Paddy Flynn on his debut. He's been substituted subsequently. John Whitty took his place, and he also got on the score sheet along with Killian Fitzgerald. So 2 points from the bench for Michael Welch. He'll be happy with that. But concern at the moment for the passage number 7, Kieran O'Neill, played Harty Cup at Delsall College last year. Of course, wins already this weekend for Lismore, Abbeyside and Roanmore. County Senior Hurling Championship. Maurice Shanahan had a big tally yesterday too, 17, 14 frees, 1 3 from play, 1 penalty. Maurice Shanahan show here yesterday afternoon. Yesterday evening, Michael Kiley turned on the style of 1-9 for Abbeyside. Big win for them over Ballysaggart. And today in Welsh Park, Billy Nolan 1-7 for Roanmore as they defeated Connell 4-16 to 2-9. Goals there by Owen Madigan, Emmett O'Toole, Billy Nolan and Shane Nolan. Sean Clancy and Stephen Curry with the goals for Clonea. Roanmore finishing that game with 13 men. Owen Madigan and Brian Nolan dismissed. Owen Madigan missed the next game against Mount Simon on a straight red card. So they take care when taken there to Kieran Neal. No stretcher required. He'll be helped from the field, but it does look like he's taken a bang. And round of applause from both sides here in Fairfield. Good to hear that. Ryan Gray ready to take this free. Paul O'Brien is in around it. Oh, it's kind of right across the face of goal. He retrieves it for Tallow. They need a goal here really to save their season. But out comes Mikey Cummins, drills it way down the pitch. Only one passage on his side, 1 on 5. Can the one get there? That's John Whitty. He's not going to give up on it. Is it a passage ball? Is it a Tallow ball? They haven't been the linesman. Says sideline ball to passage. 66 minutes on the big clock here in Fairfield. Could be a couple of more minutes left though. At this stage, this goal that Tallow need, and the ball is up the wrong end of the field from Terence McSweeney's perspective, but they might get one more chance yet. It's Mark O'Brien, in fact. To Robert O'Sullivan. He's the second half sub. He came on in this second period. He's going to take it. It'll be Robert O'Sullivan. Owen McGrath says, "It's yours, Rob." He's going to surely lob this in around the square. Too much on it though. Robert O'Sullivan, and it's gone over the bar. No point, but not good enough for Tallow at this late stage. As we go into the 67th minute, and Passage will surely feel that we're in the quarter-finals yet again. 4 points of difference, 118 to 17 in favour of the Passage on the eastern side. On the charge again. Played over by Darryl Cahill on the far side today. Joint captain Bob McCarthy got a yellow card earlier on the half. Bob working back there for Passage. Darryl Lynch misplaced that pass. O'Brien's giving up that point earlier on into Ian Beecher. He's been their best player by far. Ian Beecher, 4 points from play, and he's won a free. The second he's won in the second half. Tallow don't need 2 scores at this late stage. Kieran Gears going to lob it in. Is it gone too long? Oh, yes it is, and that could be at the end of Tallow's tonnage of interest in 2020. And there it is, the final whistle from Thomas Welsh. Passage march on to the quarter-finals of the County Senior Hurling Championship. And they also do their neighbours Ballygunner a favour. They are also through to the knockout stages. It's the end of the line for Tallow today, along with Ballysaggart and Clonea. It's the end of the line for those 3 clubs. Passage though through to the quarter-finals. An early goal from Liam Flynn. He got a goal and 2. And Mikey Cummins also impressed with 8 points. Tallow's best player, Ian Beecher, with 4 points from play. But as Passage who are through to the last 8, they will play Ballygunner next weekend to decide who takes top spot in Group A. The full-time score here on Bank Holiday Sunday evening, Fairfield. Passage 118, Tallow 17 points.